Welcome to my channel, Old Coins History 333. In this video, I tell you about the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent pennies, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating coins in American history, a seemingly simple penny that hides a much deeper story. It's the 1987 Lincoln 1-cent penny, an everyday coin, right? Or so it might seem. But what if I told you that this particular penny, in the right condition, can be worth an astonishing $45,000? That's right, a single cent, a coin that most of us casually toss into our change jars or forget about in our pockets, can carry a value that will leave you stunned. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Before we get into the mind-blowing value of this penny, let's rewind and understand the story behind it, starting with its design, historical significance, and why it's captured the attention of collectors across the globe. The Lincoln penny, which has been in circulation for over a century, is one of the most iconic coins in the United States. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the coin has undergone several design changes over the years. However, its most enduring feature, the profile of Abraham Lincoln, has remained a constant symbol of American history. Created by the artist Victor David Brenner, the original Lincoln design was initially met with some controversy but has become one of the most recognizable portraits in U.S. coinage. The 1987 Lincoln penny, which we're focusing on today, is no exception to this historical legacy. While its design remains largely the same as the pennies minted before and after it, this particular year's penny is exceptional in its own right. To understand why, we first need to look at how this coin was minted and why 1987 stands out in the grand scheme of American coinage. Every year, millions of pennies are minted in the United States, and 1987 was no different. The U.S. Mint produced two versions of the Lincoln penny that year: the standard circulation coin, which was distributed into everyday circulation, and a proof version, which was part of a special set made for collectors. Now, most of us would consider a penny, right? But when it comes to collecting, small details and variations can make a huge difference. The obverse of the 1987 Lincoln penny features the well-known image of Abraham Lincoln, facing right, along with the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" surrounding him. The year, 1987, is inscribed at the bottom of the coin. This design has remained the same since 1909, and it's synonymous with the penny. But it's the reverse of the 1987 Lincoln penny that is of particular interest. The reverse, or back, of the coin shows the familiar image of a wheat stalk, representing the agricultural strength of the United States at the time of Lincoln's presidency. However, in 1959, this design was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial. The 1987 version of the Lincoln penny features the updated reverse with the Lincoln Memorial, an iconic structure that honors Lincoln's legacy. The words "United States of America" and "E pluribus unum" arc across the top, and at the bottom, the coin says 1 cent, making it clear that this is a humble, everyday coin. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1987 Lincoln penny so special? After all, it looks like any other penny you'd find in your pocket. Well, the secret to its value lies in a combination of factors: rarity, error coins, and condition. While the 1987 penny in itself is not a rare coin by production numbers, millions were made that year. Certain unique variations and minting errors have emerged, which make specific 1987 pennies highly valuable. One of the most significant reasons collectors are so drawn to the 1987 Lincoln penny is due to some extremely rare production errors. These errors, such as misprints, double strikes, or the presence of unusual features, can cause a coin to skyrocket in value. Among these variations, the most notable is the double die error, a phenomenon where the coin's design is struck twice, slightly offset, causing the image and text to appear doubled. This can happen when the die used to mint the coin is misaligned. The result is a strikingly clear error where parts of Lincoln's profile, or the surrounding text, appear faintly duplicated. While the chances of finding a double die error are slim, these coins are incredibly valuable to collectors, often fetching prices far higher than the coin's original face value. It's not just double die errors that make the 1987 penny special. Another important factor that can significantly increase a penny's value is its condition. Coins that are well preserved, especially those in mint state or even better, in proof condition, can be worth exponentially more. The U.S. Mint produces proof coins for collectors, and these coins are struck with special care to ensure they're in pristine condition. The 1987 proof penny is one such example, with its flawless finish and sharp details making it highly desirable. Now, let's move on to the big question. How did a regular 1987 Lincoln penny rise to such astronomical value, with one example recently selling for $45,000? The answer lies in the rarity and quality of a specific variety. A certain batch of 1987 Lincoln pennies with a unique minting error has caught the attention of top-tier coin collectors. These pennies were struck with a near-perfect double-die error, making them incredibly rare and sought after. The error was so subtle that it went unnoticed at first, but as more collectors became aware of it, demand grew rapidly. The specific 1987 Lincoln penny that sold for $45,000 was in immaculate condition, graded at MS 68 or Mint State 68, a grade that signifies the coin is nearly flawless. What makes this particular penny even more valuable is the fact that the minting error was only present on a select few coins, making it not just rare, but also highly collectible. In fact, it's believed that only a handful of these 1987 pennies with this near-perfect double strike error exist, and they're among the most coveted pieces in modern coin collecting. You may be wondering how such a seemingly simple error could cause a penny to be worth $45,000. Well, in the world of coin collecting, rarity, quality, and demand are everything. Coins with unique characteristics, especially those that can't be found anywhere else, are worth far more than their face value. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare pieces, and when a coin like the 1987 Lincoln penny surfaces, the bidding wars begin. As demand increases, the price soars. In addition to its rarity, the 1987 Lincoln penny carries significant historical value. As a coin that represents both the continuity of U.S. coinage and the legacy of one of the most famous U.S. presidents, Abraham Lincoln, it's no surprise that collectors find it so appealing. The Lincoln penny has always had a strong connection to American identity, and certain years, like 1987, are especially coveted because of the variations or errors that make them stand out. So, the next time you come across a 1987 Lincoln penny, take a moment to examine it carefully. It could be just another regular coin, or it could be a rare gem hiding in plain sight. If you're lucky enough to find one with a unique error or in mint condition, you could be holding a valuable piece of history. Who would have thought that a simple penny could have the potential to fetch tens of thousands of dollars? In conclusion, the 1987 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how the world of coin collecting works. What may seem like an ordinary, everyday coin could, in the right condition or with the right error, be worth a fortune. For collectors, finding a penny like this is the thrill of the hunt, the excitement of discovering something rare and valuable that others have overlooked. And for investors, it's a reminder that the value of coins can go far beyond their face value. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed learning about the 1987 Lincoln penny and its fascinating story, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the world of numismatics. Remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes it's a story worth thousands of dollars. Happy collecting, and until next time, keep your eyes peeled for those hidden treasures. Top 2. We're about to dive into the world of one of America's most iconic and enduring coins, the Lincoln 1-cent penny. Specifically, we're talking about the 2015 Lincoln penny, which might look like a simple, everyday coin, but in the right circumstances, can carry an astonishing value. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be stunned to learn that a particular 2015 penny has sold for an incredible $11,000. At first glance, a penny might not seem like it holds much significance. After all, it's just 1 cent. But what if I told you that this humble coin has a long and rich history, with stories that go far beyond its small size and seemingly simple design? Let's explore the fascinating journey of the 2015 Lincoln penny and understand why it's captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, was designed to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, to mark the centennial of his birth. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, an artist whose depiction of Lincoln has become one of the most recognizable portraits on any U.S. coin. The Lincoln 1-cent penny was initially meant to be a symbol of Lincoln's legacy, especially his role in preserving the Union during the Civil War. Little did anyone know that more than a century later, this coin would still be circulating in vast quantities, and in certain instances, fetching staggering sums at auctions. The 2015 Lincoln penny was no different in its basic design. It features the well-known image of Abraham Lincoln facing right, with the inscription "Liberty" to the left and the motto, "In God We Trust" above him. The year of minting, 2015, is located just below Lincoln's profile. This design has become synonymous with American currency, and although there have been minor updates over the years, this profile of Lincoln remains a constant presence on U.S. coinage. On the reverse of the coin, you'll find the famous image of the Lincoln Memorial, which has been featured since 1959. The reverse design symbolizes the strength and unity of the United States, just as Lincoln himself embodied these qualities during his presidency. The words "United States of America" and "E pluribus unum" are inscribed above and below the memorial, with 1 cent prominently displayed at the bottom of the coin. It's a simple yet powerful design, one that has stood the test of time. But here's the twist. While most of the 2015 pennies are fairly common and circulate daily, certain examples of this coin are worth far more than their face value. That's where the story gets interesting. What makes this particular year's penny stand out to collectors? The answer lies in several factors: rare minting errors, limited production numbers, and the overall condition of the coin. Let's first explore why some pennies from 2015 have become so valuable, starting with minting errors. While the U.S. Mint strives for perfection, errors do occasionally happen during the minting process. These mistakes can range from double strikes to off-center punches, and these variations are what make certain coins highly sought after by collectors. In the case of the 2015 Lincoln penny, some of the coins struck that year contain errors, tiny, sometimes barely visible mistakes, that can make them incredibly valuable. One of the most notable errors found in some 2015 pennies is the double die error. This happens when the coin's design is struck twice, with the second strike slightly misaligned. The result is a coin where the image appears to be doubled, with the most obvious examples being the text or Lincoln's profile. These errors are highly prized by collectors because they are rare, unique, and in some cases, very difficult to identify without close inspection. While a typical 2015 penny might only be worth 1 cent, a penny with a double die error can be worth thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and condition of the error. Another error that has gained attention is the die cracks seen on some of the 2015 pennies. Die cracks happen when the metal dies used to stamp the coins develop cracks from overuse or stress. These cracks can create distinctive patterns on the coin, and while they may not be immediately noticeable, collectors often go hunting for these subtle features. Coins with die cracks are more likely to be found in higher-grade conditions, making them particularly appealing to those who collect coins for their rarity, history, and beauty. And speaking of condition, the state of the coin plays a crucial role in its value. Coin collectors, also known as numismatists, place a heavy emphasis on a coin's grade, which refers to how well preserved it is. The better the condition, the higher the price a coin can fetch. Pennies in mint state, or those with minimal wear and tear, are far more valuable than those that have been circulated extensively. The highest grade a coin can achieve is MS 70, which signifies a perfect coin with no imperfections. Coins that fall below that, such as MS 65 or MS 67, are still highly valued, but the difference in grade can significantly impact the final sale price. Now, let's talk about the impressive value of a 2015 Lincoln penny. Most of us might think of pennies as being worth, well, just a penny. But when you take a closer look at the rare and error-prone examples of the 2015 Lincoln penny, you start to understand why collectors are willing to pay so much. In fact, one particular penny, featuring a double die error and graded MS 67, was recently sold for a jaw-dropping $11,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $11,000 for a coin that was originally worth just 1 cent. This particular coin caught the attention of coin collectors not just because of its rarity, but because of its exceptional condition. Graded MS 67, it's nearly flawless, with sharp, crisp details that make it visually striking. The double die error only adds to its allure, as it's a feature that collectors are constantly on the lookout for. It's not just about the money, though. There's a deeper appeal to these rare pennies. They're tangible pieces of American history, and for many collectors, owning such a coin is a way to connect with the past. The Lincoln penny itself is already a symbol of U.S. heritage, as it's the longest-running coin in American circulation. But when you add in the error varieties and the stories behind those mistakes, these coins take on a whole new level of significance. So, how can you spot a rare 2015 penny in your pocket change? The best way to start is by closely examining the coin. Look for any signs of doubling, particularly on the text or Lincoln's profile. Pay attention to the condition of the coin. Coins that are shiny, well-defined, and free of scratches or other imperfections are more likely to be valuable. And if you find something that looks like it could be a rare error coin, don't hesitate to have it appraised by a professional numismatist. Finding one of these rare pennies might seem like a long shot, but the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. You never know when you might stumble upon a treasure that could be worth far more than its face value. In conclusion, the 2015 Lincoln penny is a prime example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can hold extraordinary value. Through rare minting errors, limited production, and exceptional condition, certain examples of this penny have become highly prized by collectors. And while most of us wouldn't give a second thought to a penny, for the right collector, a 2015 Lincoln penny can be worth thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed learning about the 2015 Lincoln penny and its fascinating journey to becoming a rare and valuable collectible, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with other coin enthusiasts. And who knows, maybe the next time you're checking your change, you'll discover a hidden gem that could change your life. Thanks for watching and happy hunting. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for those rare treasures. Top 3. We're diving deep into one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history, the Lincoln 1-cent penny. But we're not just talking about any penny. Today, we're focusing on a very special year, one that could be worth far more than you might expect. Yes, we're talking about the 1985 Lincoln penny. If you think this is just another run-of-the-mill penny, think again. Some versions of this coin have been sold for a jaw-dropping $50,000. That's right, $50,000 for a coin that most people wouldn't even give a second glance to. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1985 Lincoln penny so special? Let me take you on a journey through its history, design, minting details, and the errors that made it such a sought-after collector's item. By the end of this video, you'll see why this seemingly simple penny can be worth so much more than its face value. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln penny, which has been in circulation since 1909. As the first U.S. coin to feature a president, it was introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design was created by artist Victor David Brenner, whose portrait of Lincoln quickly became iconic. The image of Lincoln on the obverse front of the coin has remained largely unchanged ever since, making it one of the most familiar and enduring faces in U.S. coinage. Now, let's focus on the specific 1985 Lincoln penny. When you look at the design of this penny, it may seem like just another regular coin in your change jar, but there's a story behind it that goes far beyond its surface. The obverse of the 1985 Lincoln penny features the same bust of Abraham Lincoln facing right, surrounded by the inscription Liberty and the motto, In God We Trust. Beneath Lincoln's profile, you'll see the year 1985. The key to understanding this coin's value, on the reverse side of the coin, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, which has been a prominent feature since 1959. The image of the Lincoln Memorial symbolizes the strength and unity of the United States, aligning with Lincoln's legacy as a president who preserved the Union during the Civil War. The words United States of America and E pluribus unum are inscribed at the top and bottom, with 1 cent displayed clearly at the bottom. It's a design that represents the very heart of American values, and yet, hidden within these familiar features is what makes the 1985 Lincoln penny so valuable. The 1985 penny was minted in 2 locations: the Philadelphia Mint, where coins without mint marks were produced, and the Denver Mint, where coins bearing the D mint mark were made. Now, in the grand scheme of things, the 1985 Lincoln penny may not seem like a rare coin. After all, millions of these were struck. However, there are certain versions of this coin, thanks to unique minting errors and rare variations, that have elevated its value. What sets the 1985 Lincoln penny apart from its regular counterparts are some extremely rare minting errors. While most of the coins from 1985 were produced without issue, a few contained imperfections that would make any numismatist, coin collector, salivate. One such error that collectors are particularly interested in is the double die error. This occurs when the coin die is misaligned during the minting process, causing the image to be struck multiple times, slightly overlapping. In some cases, the doubling is so subtle that it's difficult to spot, while in others, it's incredibly obvious. The 1985 double die Lincoln penny is particularly sought after because of the clarity of the doubling on the coin's design. It's usually seen in the inscriptions on the coin, such as the word Liberty and the motto, In God We Trust. In some instances, you might even see doubling on Lincoln's portrait itself. The presence of this error, combined with the coin's age, makes it an incredibly desirable piece for collectors. If you find one of these in your change jar, don't just toss it away. Depending on the severity of the error and the condition of the coin, this particular penny can be worth thousands of dollars. But wait, there's more. It's not just the double die error that makes the 1985 penny so valuable. The condition of the coin also plays a massive role in determining its value. Like many collectibles, the better the condition, the higher the value. In the world of coin collecting, coins are graded on a scale, with the highest being MS 70, a coin that is in perfect, pristine condition. The majority of 1985 pennies in circulation are far from this, showing signs of wear and tear from everyday use. However, there are examples of the 1985 penny that were kept in excellent condition, perhaps even uncirculated, making them much more valuable. A 1985 Lincoln penny in uncirculated mint state, MS 65 or higher, can easily fetch several $100s, but it's the rare proof versions and coins in near-perfect condition that can push the value up significantly. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon a 1985 Lincoln penny in MS 67 or even higher, you could be looking at a value that will truly astonish you. But what about the big reveal, the jaw-dropping $50,000 value that some 1985 pennies have reached? It's all about finding that rare combination of a double die error in a pristine, uncirculated condition. For example, a 1985 Lincoln penny with a double die error, graded MS 67, recently sold for a staggering $50,000 at a major coin auction. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, worth just 1 cent in 1985, went on to sell $4.50,000. How did this happen? The value of this coin skyrocketed due to the extremely rare error combined with the perfect condition. There's simply no other coin like it. When collectors see something as unique as this, an almost flawless 1985 penny with a significant error, they're willing to pay top dollar. As with all collectibles, rarity, uniqueness, and condition are the three key factors that drive value. A coin like this checks all the boxes, so how can you tell if your 1985 Lincoln penny could be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars? Start by closely examining the design of your coin. Look for signs of doubling, especially in the inscriptions and on Lincoln's portrait. The condition is equally important. If the coin looks almost new with no visible signs of wear, it might be worth having it professionally graded by a coin expert. If you spot a potential error, it's worth investigating further and potentially having it appraised. You might not find a $50,000 penny in your pocket change, but it's always worth checking your coins carefully. Even if you don't hit the jackpot with the 1985 double die error, you might still have a coin that's worth more than its face value. Coin collecting is all about the thrill of the hunt, the search for that rare gem hidden in plain sight. In conclusion, the 1985 Lincoln penny is much more than a mere piece of copper. It's a coin with a rich history, a simple yet iconic design, and the potential for incredible value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to get into the world of numismatics, the 1985 Lincoln penny is a great example of how a small mistake or a coin in exceptional condition can lead to massive value. If you found this video interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts. Who knows? Maybe your next find will be worth thousands of dollars. Keep hunting, keep collecting, and always remember that the true value of a coin isn't just in the metal it's made from. It's in the history and the stories that lie beneath the surface. Top 4. We're diving deep into one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in U.S. history, the Lincoln 1-cent penny. But wait, this isn't just any regular penny. Today, we're talking about the 1991 Lincoln penny, a coin that, despite being a regular piece of U.S. currency, can be worth a mind-blowing $35,000 under the right circumstances. Yes, you heard that right, $35,000. It might seem unbelievable, but stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this particular penny is worth so much. Now, at first glance, the 1991 Lincoln penny may seem like just another ordinary coin. After all, it's been around for decades, and you probably see them in your change all the time. But as any seasoned numismatist will tell you, even the most familiar coins can hold hidden value, and sometimes, those pennies in your pocket could be worth much more than their face value. So, let's dig into the history, design, minting details, and the rare errors that have made the 1991 Lincoln penny an object of desire among collectors. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, was designed by artist Victor David Brenner in honor of President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The obverse, front, features the iconic portrait of Lincoln, and the reverse originally depicted the Lincoln Memorial. Over the years, the design has remained largely unchanged, making the Lincoln penny one of the most enduring and recognizable symbols in American coinage. Since its inception, the Lincoln penny has seen multiple variations, but the 1991 edition is particularly interesting for a number of reasons. While the design on the coin remained consistent, with Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, the 1991 penny was minted in large numbers, just like any other penny from that era. In fact, millions of 1991 pennies were produced by the U.S. Mint. So, why then is a regular 1991 Lincoln penny worth such a huge amount today? To understand this, we need to look beyond the standard coin and focus on the factors that could elevate its value. First and foremost, when it comes to rare coins, condition is key. The vast majority of pennies that were minted in 1991 have been used for decades, spent and replaced in circulation, showing signs of wear and tear. But for every worn-out penny, there are those that were carefully stored away in pristine condition, coins that didn't circulate and were kept in mint state. The rarer the coin and the better its condition, the more valuable it becomes. Now, let's talk about errors. Errors are a huge part of what makes certain coins worth so much. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, and these mistakes can lead to very unique and highly collectible coins. For the 1991 Lincoln penny, there were several rare errors that could significantly increase the coin's value. One of the most famous errors that collectors are eager to find is the double die error. This occurs when the coin die, the tool used to imprint the design onto the coin, is misaligned during the minting process. This results in a coin that shows a doubled image, usually in the text or features of the design. The most noticeable doubling in the 1991 penny can often be found in the inscriptions like "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," as well as Lincoln's portrait. In some cases, the doubling is subtle, while in others, it's extremely obvious and highly collectible. Coins with double die errors are particularly prized by numismatists because they are rare, and their unique look makes them stand out among other coins from the same year. These error pennies are often valued much higher than their counterparts, even if they aren't in perfect condition. A 1991 Lincoln penny with a visible double die error can fetch a pretty penny on the market, sometimes reaching thousands of dollars. Another error found in some 1991 pennies is the off-center strike error. This happens when the penny is not properly aligned in the coin press, resulting in the design being struck off-center. These coins have a distinct look, with part of the design, often the date or part of Lincoln's portrait, being cut off. While off-center strikes are relatively common in coins produced by the U.S. Mint, they're still considered to be valuable collector's items, especially when they're significantly off-center. But perhaps the most exciting discovery for a coin collector looking for a 1991 Lincoln penny is the possibility of finding a proof coin. Proof coins are special coins that are minted with a higher quality finish than regular circulation coins. These coins are typically struck using polished dies and have a shiny, mirror-like appearance. Proof coins are made for collectors and are not intended for general circulation, so they tend to be in much better condition than regular coins. If you come across a 1991 penny in proof condition, it could be worth far more than you might expect. Additionally, when it comes to value, grading plays an essential role. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS, 70 being the perfect, flawless coin. As the grade drops, the value decreases accordingly. A 1991 Lincoln penny that is graded MS 65 or higher, especially with a rare minting error, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Coins that are graded MS 67 or above can reach tens of thousands of dollars, especially if they exhibit unique errors or are in near-perfect condition. So, what's the big reveal? Why is a 1991 Lincoln penny worth $35,000? The answer lies in a combination of factors. There is a particular 1991 Lincoln penny with a double die error and in pristine, uncirculated condition that sold at auction for an astounding $35,000. This coin, graded at MS 67, had the rare double die error, making it a sought-after gem for collectors. The rarity of the error, combined with the coin's impeccable condition, made it one of the most valuable pennies ever sold. The buyer of this coin was a serious collector looking for a highly unique piece to add to their collection. And while $35,000 might seem like an extreme amount for a single penny, it's not the only one out there. Rare minting errors and coins in outstanding condition often sell for high amounts, and 1991 Lincoln pennies are no exception. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if my 1991 Lincoln penny is worth anything? The answer is simple. Look for those key signs: minting errors, uncirculated condition, and clear, readable features. If you find a 1991 penny that shows no signs of wear, or one with an obvious double die or off-center strike, you might have a rare find on your hands. Be sure to have it professionally appraised or graded by a certified numismatist to determine its true value. Coin collecting is all about the hunt, the search for those rare and unique pieces that could make your collection stand out and increase in value over time. And with coins like the 1991 Lincoln penny, you can see how an ordinary coin from a recent year can become a treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. In conclusion, the 1991 Lincoln penny may seem like just another penny, but under the right circumstances, it can be worth far more than its face value. Whether it's a double die error, off-center strike, or a perfectly preserved proof coin, there are many factors that can push this coin's value into the thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. So next time you sift through your change, take a moment to check for the signs of rarity and keep an eye out for those hidden gems. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your fellow coin collectors. Who knows? Maybe the next penny you find could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Keep collecting, keep searching, and always remember that in the world of coins, the smallest details can make the biggest difference. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting!